So what's up, guys? Yeah, as you can see, it's a picture of Ash. Ash Ketchum, Satoshi. I don't know his last name in Japanese. Yeah, I'm here to talk about a few Pokemon theories that I find to be true, that I could believe in, and some of them may be dark, some may not be. But the one I'm talking about today is actually the theory of Ash's dad. We've seen images of him, apparently through, like, in Sinnoh they showed him having a flashback with his dad, okay, but we couldn't see his face clearly. And then, but most people have theorized that we have met Ash's father, but he didn't tell Ash that he was his father. Another theory is that Giovanni is actually Ash's father, which in my opinion makes sense because there are three characters. He has three people working underneath of him, following a 10-year-old boy for a mouse. When there are a ton of when they come past so many wild ones, where they could just catch it in a Pokeball and give it to the boss. No, and they're not stupid. No, Jesse James, they're not stupid. They're smart. You've seen their intelligence with the robots they create. And even if they're not that smart, Meowth is smart apparently because he's a cat that can talk and make robots and crap that don't explode like comments. But that theory was may have been disproven in the second game, in the Heart Gold game, because people saw him say that Silver was his son, and then that happened. For those of you who don't know, there's a dark theory linked to that, where afterwards during the Celebi event, you go and you battle Giovanni in a cave, and then you hear him going out, then you just see him walk out into a waterfall without any Pokemon. There's a theory that he just committed suicide there, which I kind of believe, but I believe more that it was the fact that he had a Pokemon waiting at the bottom for him, or already out there to pick him up, or he had a machine being his leader, Team Rocket. Okay, I'm rambling. But back to what I was saying about Ash. My theory with Ash. Okay, now let me talk more about this. And then Red. See, with Origins, you didn't really see Red's father either. It was mainly. Well, you didn't even know who Red's father was. You just knew Oak was Blue's was he Blue's grandfather? Because if he was Blue's I can't remember if he was Blue's grandfather or father. I think it was Blue's grandfather. Which doesn't make sense because that means that Gary has a brother who acts just like him and how Ash acts. Which then makes me theorize that Ash may either is actually related to Red in some form. Personally, I believe that because Red may actually be Ash's father, and with Giovanni, I believe that Giovanni may actually be Red's father, meaning that Giovanni had I got pictures too. I gotta use these. See, this guy's Giovanni for you that don't know, and Red, this is some great fan art. That guy that stands on top of the mountain, the one that's in between the Johto and Kanto region, the one you use to bridge past, not bridge past, the one next to the Pokemon League. He's the one who stands on top with the strong ass Pokemon. He's the one who actually completed. Well, we never saw him complete the Pokédex, but he's the one who originally caught Mewtwo and then let it free for some reason. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm probably going to talk about that in another one of them. But my theory is that this guy is this guy's son, and this guy is this guy's son. Meaning, this guy is this guy's grandson, which also makes sense, being that your grandfather, you may have been a crappy father, but you make up for it by protecting your grandson in the weirdest way possible, by having three adults and a cat chase after him, attacking him at random times to steal a Pokemon from him. Which doesn't make sense to me because they're unlike any other Team Rocket team, because as we've seen in Origins, they had members of Team Rocket actually beating other Pokemon they killed a Marowak. That was messed up. Alright? That was really messed up. And Red used the Sylph thing and saw the Marowak, and Marowak, whatever. Back to topic. Ash's father is also thought to be other people, but in my opinion, he is in some way related to Giovanni. You know, actually, another thing that doesn't make sense to me is if Ash wasn't even alive during when Origins was made, because you could see how young Oak was, and how Red and Blue looking like they're 15 and crap, looking like they already hit puberty and stuff. They were not 10 when they left. They were not. It's hard to believe that they were 10. But again, back to it. That can actually prove that possibly either Ash's mom, either his Ash's father or grandfather, in my opinion, or his Ash's father or brother. Meaning either way, one of the he may even be like a half brother or something. Because if you look at it, you can see the resemblance, the clothes from the first generation. Well, except that Ash always wears blue, and the hat always the same. How Red threw the Pokeball, how Red wore his hat in his battles, how Ash wears his hat, how Ash throws his Pokeballs. If you don't see the resemblance, and also look at the facial features. Look, see, it looks like a generation gap. Just there's slight differences, but there's a high possibility that Giovanni. I forgot about a picture that isn't so dark. And then there's the theory. Okay, theory about one of the brains from the Battle Frontier brains being Ash's father. Even though the only real known Pokemon master in that we know of is actually Red, and it was said to Ash that his father was actually a great Pokemon master. But I don't see how, because actually if you look at it, and the way that Giovanni described Red in Origins to me was actually kind of funny, because it sounded like the way he described him: "You're a bane on my existence. You're the only reason I can't accomplish my dreams right now." It sounds like the description of someone of a child an unplanned pregnancy, a child that he didn't want to have being had. And if you think about it, it's possible that Red is Giovanni's son. Well, I think that wraps it up for this one. Well, maybe not. No, because there's one more thing. There's also the theory that Ash's dad was actually a great Pokemon trainer that may have died in the Pokemon War that was always hinted about in a region in Kanto, but it's never actually known, and you don't really know much about it except that Surge and some of the people in his gym leader were in the war and came back, were saved by Pokemon and stuff. But other than that, it's not much known about Ash's father. Cause actually, and I was coming across this, and one theory I saw that kind of creeped me out, that maybe Mr. Mime is Ash's father. That little Pokemon that Ash's mom keeps around for some reason. There's a theory that Oak is Ash's father, which I can sort of believe, but so here's the scene that you see. See this man right here. I don't think you can see my mouse. Damn it. 1 second. Let's draw a circle around him. This guy right here is said to be Ash's father. Now, I find that hard to believe. God, my hand's getting numb. I gotta use my mouse. This guy is said to be Ash's father, which it could be possible, but if you look really closely at it, you can see how he actually more resembles Gary than Ash, which could prove him to actually be Gary's dad, or Blue, meaning his related to He's related to Professor Oak. And here you see, look, you see Ash and I just said his name, Gary. Ash and Gary. Here, if you look closely, it kind of reminds me of Gary and not Gary, Blue and Red and Blue. How they looked when Red got his first Pokemon, and then Blue was being cocky about it. And look here, look, who does this look like? This looks like him. This is young Professor Oak, for those who can't recognize him. He looks a hell of a lot like Giovanni. And a heck of a lot like this guy. So it could be highly possible that Ash's father could be Professor Oak. But that wouldn't make sense because Professor Oak's hair has not been brown for 10 years. It's been gray for a lot longer than that. Also, God, I zoomed in. I did not mean to zoom in. If you look closely, if he was Ash's father, because Ash's mother has brown hair too, meaning Ash would not have had black hair. Let's see. I have a picture here. I should kick Justin Bieber's ass. Sorry, getting distracted. Yeah, Ash goes on a date. For those who haven't seen it, spoiler alert. But yes, Ash and Serena, they have an episode called Ash and Serena's First Date, and it ends with Ash giving Serena a present, and in the next episode, Serena losing a contest, and then cutting her hair and thing. Let's see. See, her hair is a light brown, meaning his father's hair had to have been dark black, which disproves it possible. It makes it impossible to have even considerably been Professor Oak. But this theory came about because a lot of people, because a few episodes where they had, what the fuck, is it inverted? They had Ash's mom and Professor Oak hanging out together by themselves. Like, I don't know if anyone's seen it, but it was a band episode because they had James cross-dressing as usual, but with inflatable breasts. So that was kind of messed up. Yeah, for a bikini contest. Thing is, weirdest part of the episode wasn't that. No, the fact that Ash's mom won in the end. Ash's mom won the contest, and you see her walking with Professor Oak down the beach holding a trophy. And then Ash running up to her and saying, "Congratulations." I would be horrified if I saw that. But then again, Ash's mom is kind of hot. Not that hot, but like she's hot. She's, I don't want to say hot, but she's not ugly. Let's put it like that. It's little Ash. You probably can't see my mouse doing all this thing. So back to what I was saying. There's many theories that Red, that Oak, that Giovanni, who again has dark brown hair, meaning it would pretty much be impossible for any of these guys, for either Oak or Giovanni to be his father, but not impossible for him to be his grandfather, or uncle, or something. So I'm sticking with the fact that I believe Red is Ash's father. If you find anything to highly disprove this, or anything that you feel makes this irrelevant, put it in the comments. I'm sorry for this crappy video. I'm gonna release a few more. Probably gonna wait a while till I do some creepy things, because there are some creepy things I've noticed in Pokemon. Other things I've seen, creepy theories. This is gonna be a series. I'm gonna do more than just Pokemon theories. There's other animes that I'm gonna do it on. Like, I probably won't, but I might even do a High School of the Dead thing. Theories for how the zombies came back to life, or if they're even zombies. They could just be people. My main theory right now, because I rewatched the show after watching it once, and I realized if they're zombies, why are they bleeding? They shouldn't have pumping blood. Their blood should not be spewing out of them when their head gets busted open. Which means either they're not dead, or what's keeping them alive is a toxin pumping their heart. You know, let me stop. Just watch it to find out. Piss.